Hello, everybody. It's good to be back here. Today, I want to talk about something that a lot of people say to me, that the nice ones are not exciting enough. And, this is what it's like. You found the courage to leave a toxic relationship. And for a while, you feel really strong and you feel free and you feel great. But what happens is with each day, you start to feel more and more self-doubt creep in, and you'd never dare admit this to your friends. But there is still a secret part of you that craves your ex and the excitement the roller coaster ride of that relationship gave you. And you can't seem to get excited about anything anymore. Your life sort of feels dull and as though you're disconnected. Some people say to me they just feel so numb that they can't even feel anymore. And you miss the great times that you had in that relationship, even though you know the fantasy, which that is completely insane. You know that relationship is no good for you. So you just keep wondering, why do I crave it? Why do I miss it so badly? And in truth, you're scared that you'll never find love like that again. How many of you have felt like that? Does that sound familiar to you? So many of you confess that to me, and I know what it's like because I've been that way myself. And yes, all of these are women who are like me, who were in toxic relationships and knew that the very person and relationship they were craving was the one that hurt them. The same person who cheated on them, lied to them, but they just can't stop thinking about them. And they forget all of the reasons why they left them in the first place. And instead, what takes over is the fantasy of what might have been. What if this? What if that? Could I have done more, loved more, proven more, whatever? And despite them being terrified that one word from their ex would send them straight back into the fire that burnt them the first time, or the fear that a few kind words from the next toxic person in disguise will weaken their boundaries and their resolve and make them ignore all of the red flags again. And most of you also tell me that you find the nice guys or girls boring. And that also scares you because you think, they don't excite me like my ex did. I don't feel attracted to them. I just don't, they're not sexy enough for me. That's what they say. And so now what happens is they're trapped between, they know they don't want to go back, even though they're fantasizing, they can't stop thinking about their ex, they're craving the excitement of that roller coaster ride that their ex gave them, or looking for it in the next relationship that is bound to be another toxic one. And they can't go forward. They can't trust themselves to make the right choice next time because they know that they only feel alive in a crazy roller coaster type relationship, not the bog standard, boring, healthy ones. Does that sound familiar to you? And as a result, because they're scared of trusting their judgment, they know that they find the healthy relationships a bit boring, and that they're only drawn and they only feel alive when they go for these bad guys or girls, the toxic relationships, because they're just so exciting, that roller coaster. And so what they do in that fear of not being able to trust is they suppress their feelings and stay numb. It's easier not to feel, even if it means that you have no idea of who you are anymore. But let me tell you this, if you don't break this cycle, this toxic cycle of being addicted to the excitement of toxic men or women and love that hurts you in the end, there's a high chance that you'll just keep repeating it. And what's worse is each relationship will just get worse. Because if you're numb now, you'll need an even greater high next time to feel alive. Does that make sense? You know the pain of getting burned, but you keep sticking your hand in the fire anyway. And with each relationship, you'll get more numb, and you'll have to stick your hand in an even more toxic relationship next time to feel alive. You'll need a greater hit, a greater high, just to feel like you. And a lot of you are telling me you are sick of feeling this way, that you feel frustrated, that you just keep doing this, like you know it's self-sabotaging, but you keep putting your hand in that fire. And you also know that you want healthy love, but you just can't because you find them boring. No wonder you don't tell your friends about this, because you feel a bit of a shame. You feel shame, and you know it's not living, and you know it's a fantasy. But you know what? The truth is, you're actually playing small and safe. You're opening, what you don't realize is this, that opening yourself up to the vulnerability that you need to forge a healthy relationship and deep connection with somebody, which is what healthy and true love is all about. It can be really scary for you and way out of your comfort zone. So you play safe and you go for the bad ones who are completely unavailable to you, because subconsciously that makes you feel safe. And so you also tell yourself, the nice, healthy, available ones, they're boring. I don't like them. I'm not attracted to them. Can you see how subconsciously self-sabotaging this is? The nice ones who you'd have to open up and get vulnerable to terrify you. So you convince yourself that you just don't like them. They're boring. And the ones that are unavailable to you, you are drawn to. Yes, it gives you that roller coaster ride high, but it means you never have to get close to them. So it's safe. It's actually playing safe. But is that really the kind of love you want? The love that hurts, the love that's never reciprocated in a deep and meaningful way, the one that you'll never feel seen, heard, supported, appreciated, lifts you up. Unless you deal with the root cause of why you are addicted to the toxic types, then you will just keep repeating this pattern over and over and over and over again. And it's a lonely pattern, because it is love that's never reciprocated. And you'll sabotage any chance of being open and trusting enough to find healthy love and a relationship who is someone who is emotionally available to you, let alone be able to trust your judgment and choices in relationships, or stop pushing those nice guys or girls away. How do I know this? Because that's exactly what I was like. I craved my toxic ex. I missed the relationship and the high it gave me, even though I knew that was pure insanity to crave the thing that really, really hurt me. And I also know how much I tried to push my nice husband away, who I'm married to now, 32 years on. He's still my best friend and still lifts me up and makes me now feel way more alive than that toxic relationship ever could have. So I'm really lucky that he stood firm and didn't dump me when I tried hard to push him away. But trust me, that is healthy love with someone available to you is far more exciting than the one with the toxic ex that you're fantasizing about, because the fantasy is not reality. They're never going to love you in that way. So break that addiction, or you'll never experience what true love is. And in 5 or 10 years' time, if you haven't and you've never experienced that, how much sadder will that be? So I'm just having a look at comments, Yes, I can see that someone says, you know, they don't know what nice is. Is that BS? No, it's not. You know, I've experienced what is nice. Nice is someone who brings out the best in you, someone who makes you laugh, someone who makes you wake up feeling joy to be beside every single morning, somebody who you like, not just love, you like them. Really like them because you've got everything in common. You share common values, goals, beliefs. That's what nice is. Nice is someone who never uses your vulnerability as a weapon to hurt you, but is there to lift you up when you're feeling weak, and you're there to lift them up when they're feeling weak. And you could be strong together and be part of a team. That's what nice is. So if you are ready to step away from being comfortably numb and only alive when you're in a toxic relationship, then I really encourage you to watch my free masterclass, my 5-step relationship detox method to recover from toxic relationships, fall back in love with your life, and never settle for less than you deserve again. And if that masterclass resonates with you, then do book a free call with me so that we can together work out whether we're the right fit, and I can help you to break this addiction to toxic relationships. So I'll put the link to the webinar in the description or comments below, and I hope that's helped, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.